Hi everyone, I'm really excited to be offering my respiratory system audio card as a resource now. There are loads of things that we can do with this. So three major ones that I think I've picked out, which I think will be of benefit to all students. And the first is this: let's imagine we're starting the respiratory system for the first time. It's quite likely that our students will have come across the respiratory system in some form in their previous learning, through their science, obviously. And so we might start them off by just saying, okay, what are the key concepts, the key words, the key terms that you already know and that you can identify in the respiratory system? And we might ask them to write a number down. Now, to guide them with that, I might project this on the board, and you can see the blue circles each have a letter in them, which is the first letter of one of the concepts in this particular topic. So it could well be that your students, for example, there's an L there, pick out lungs, air, gaseous exchange, and so on as we go along. Now, this list isn't exhaustive by any means, and of course there will probably be other points you would want your students to know depending on the exam board that you're teaching. However, there's pretty much the main ones are there. So the second point that I want to use this for, and I'm really pleased with this, is that, okay, so what about if some of your students don't know what some of these concepts are, or need to refer back in time about what these concepts are? Well, with this resource, you can, or the students can, click on any one of these concepts, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear this well, but there's an audio explanation for each one of them. So if I'm going to click on gaseous exchange just now,
through the capillaries, and it's also the process whereby carbon dioxide is removed from the...
So you can see and you can hear hopefully that each concept is explained to the student so that they can go back and revisit it as many times as they need to in order to help cement their understanding and knowledge of those particular aspects. Now, also with this is that I can remove any of these key concepts as well, so students can test themselves, or you can test them if you're teaching from the front of the class in this respect. But there's a third part to this resource which I really am attracted to, which I think would be great, particularly for challenging you, or more able, and challenging all students in terms of making links with each of the concepts. So what we're able to do is to highlight, in this case, 3 or 4 or more, as many as you like, concepts within the topic of respiratory system, and you're going to challenge your students to make a link between each of those, in this case gaseous exchange, diffusion, and longer term effects of exercise. Now, this is exactly the sort of thing we want to encourage as a skill our students to be able to do when answering the questions, to get under the surface and talk about things, linking things together to make them more of a model response, which is obviously what we want all of our students to be able to do. So I hope that you find this resource useful, and that your students benefit from its use as well.